Stop doing it just for clout. Stop doing it just for views. Yes, we are currently building an RB30 swap Tacoma, an outrageous build. We want it to go viral, we want it to get views, but something that I feel is missing in the YouTube community and the car community in general is still that passion for the build itself, and people are losing focus. We're focusing more on the trophies, the views, the numbers, whatever it is. If you watch our build, the Tacoma build, I myself am literally staying up till 3 in the morning researching shift knobs for 4 hours. Like, that's passion, right? We're not just slapping stuff on there and doing it just to get views. Where I kind of want to go with this video is to tell you guys, like, this is how we've been operating since day one with Haugen Racing, and this is how I feel like if you're looking at getting into building cars, you currently are building cars, you should feel the same way. As well as with drift cars, it's building cars too, right? They're just used for a different use. Stop worrying about what the internet's saying. Stop worrying about if these aren't the hottest wheels out right now. It doesn't matter. Build the car the way you want to. If you build the car the way you want to, and you're passionate about it, and you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, that's gonna outshine any other build you could possibly think of or possibly do. And honestly, that's gonna lead to those views. That's gonna lead to it going viral. That's gonna lead to the clout, whatever you wanna get from it, right? And if you don't want any of that, it's still gonna be a super badass build that people are gonna appreciate, and they're gonna see that that passion is in it, and it wasn't just done, you know, for a cool picture. That's all I got. Just kidding. So I wanna tell you guys about a couple of builds that we've done in the past where we experienced this exact same thing. One of the first ones that comes to mind is the 351 JZ. Some of you guys are probably laughing behind your computer screen because you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you may not know some of the core details of it. We did do a build breakdown on it. You guys are welcome to check that out. As well as these sweet switchback DRLs. So they're actually controlled with an app on your phone, which is really dope. So you just click power, and then you can choose whatever color you want. So pretty damn cool. And there's like all different sorts of settings and stuff. We have fun around here. Some of this similar material, but I really want to focus on one thing in general, and it is the yellow, red, blue, the primary colors. When we were putting this build together, I was working with all these different color concepts, basically taking the hue and saturation on Photoshop and just like moving the sliders everywhere on the body and the wheels. And I came across yellow and red. And I know what you guys are thinking, oh, McDonald's, right? No, J-Mo's even shaking his head. I was like, I've never seen yellow and red done before. And I was like, but how do I make it where it's even one step more unique? Yellow, red, blue popped in my mind, the 3 primary colors. So we went with yellow as the base color and red and blue as those kind of add-ons. But guess what happened when we were building that car and we were gonna put it in the SEMA show, we had all these partners. I started telling them about the color combo we're gonna do. And they're like, oh, it's not gonna look good. I think one guy actually did say, that's like McDonald's. And I was like, no, it won't look like that at all. We're not using pastel yellow and like just plain old red. We're using our own proprietary yellow paint color, as well as anodized red or chrome red. And then we also have chrome blue in there. And what I want you guys to take from this is I stuck to my guns on it. I was like, I don't really care. Like, I would rather them say, your booth spot's gone, or we're not gonna sponsor your project anymore, than go in a different direction just to please them. And you know what it got me in the end? Is they respected me and they realized, wow, this is a serious car builder. This guy really is thinking outside the box and he's not afraid of our opinions, let alone anyone else's. And this has served us well, even going forward. So when we debuted the car at SEMA, all the sponsors were in love with it. They love the car, and the whole McDonald's thing or yellow and red doesn't work, that was all gone. So it doesn't matter. Stop listening to the internet. If you post something up, be prepared for people to talk. It's just the way people are, unfortunately. I wish I could just delete all the trolls in the world, but don't let them get in your head. Trust me, they get in my head too. And I have to remind myself, hey, I'm doing this because I'm passionate about it, and I am doing stuff that's on the edge. If I just built a black 350Z with chrome wheels, I'd probably still get some hate, but for the most part, I would be like, oh, that's proper, that's sweet. Why? Because it's the same car everyone else builds, right? It's like your cookie cutter vehicle, which if that's what you love, then totally fine. But that's not what I love and not what I wanted to do. If you're going that route, you just have to be prepared for people to talk some.
For the record, yellow and red works excellent for the world's most popular restaurant.
Yeah. Another build that was also the exact same way, and this one came from an even more heavily influential character, was our Liberty Walk Lambo. So when we originally built that and debuted it at SEMA, it was in the AirX booth. Wataru Kato, as you guys know, gave us the body kit and worked with us on the build. If you don't know, check out this video where we kind of explain how we met Wataru Kato and talk about the Lamborghini build. But when I told him what I wanted to do with it, I wanted to do gloss black paint and then satin and matte black, basically leopard spots all over. Hand-laid, vinyl cut spots, every one unique and not in sheets. These were literally manually put down by me and a friend who helped a little bit, and it took me like 4 days. But I told him the concept and he was like, oh, that's gonna look ugly. Like, don't do that. Why don't you do this or that or this? And I was like, honestly, I'm gonna do it my way. And I literally told Kato, and I was like, I'm gonna build the car how I want it. I promise you, you will like it when you see it in person. Well, long story short, when we get to SEMA, he tells me that it is his favorite Lamborghini Murcielago in the world, even over his own. So, what do we learn from this? Build it the way you want to. Sometimes you are gonna get flamed. Sometimes it's not gonna pan out, but in the end, you're staying true to yourself and you're doing it for the passion. You're not doing it because someone told you not to do it or told you to do it and to please someone else. All right, here's the last one, the LS swapped R34. For those of you who think I chose that engine because it was cheaper, trust me, it's not at all. We're building a fully built RB30 right now, and that's a fully built LS. They're honestly right about the same price. So it was not because of price. Was it because of reliability? Some, yes. I wanted something that was a full race engine, has been proven here in the United States. The RB, if I was in Japan competing, RB probably would be the better choice because there is great support out there. There's parts readily available down the street at the AutoZone equivalent there. But here, LS is the move, right? RB30 in the Tacoma, we're gonna have to carry spare parts with us, the most random little parts in the truck. We can't go and get, a serpentine belt or an air filter or fuel filter, whatever it is. We can't get any of that. Whereas with the Skyline, we can. Furthermore though, I genuinely do think that my CBM Motorsports Whipple Supercharged LS is one of the most badass sounding motors in the world. And honestly, for any of you that are hating on it and like don't agree, wait until you hear it in person, because we've honestly converted people that were hating on it because it wasn't an RB Skyline. And they're like, they heard it in person and they're like, all right, this is a different beast. We didn't put a junkyard LS in there with, straight pipes. I agree, that sounds like, and that would be a disgrace to put in a Skyline because it sounds way worse than a stock RB. The point is with this whole thing, I built that car exactly how I wanted to. Looking back, I would not change a thing. I would put that exact same motor in that exact same car. To me, it's perfect, right? To you, it's not, and that's okay. And if it is perfect, then great. Same goes with your builds, guys. Build it how you want it. Stop listening to the internet. Stop letting trolls influence your decisions. I do really recommend going out there and asking questions, but just ignore the haters, all right? It sounds so dumb, but just ignore them. Don't even answer them. I used to answer all the haters. We've gone to the point now, I just delete their comments or ignore them. And if they get too hardcore, I just block them because they're just looking for attention, right? That's pretty much it, guys. Honestly, this was a bit of a PSA. Let us know if you enjoyed this video. If you're out there building cars, drop them in the comments below. Let us know what you're building. We are genuinely interested. We'd love to hear what you guys are working on. You guys are always building cool stuff and thinking outside the box just like we are. Also, feel free to send us pictures. Hit us up on Instagram or our Facebook page. DM us pictures of the build. We'd love to see them. If they have a Haugen Racing sticker on them, we'll post them up on our story. So there's a little incentive. All right, guys, thank you so much.